Hi guys, and good afternoon, and welcome back to my following adventures on Farming Simulator 19. This is episode 6, but we are actually still continuing from day 4 of our map, our Holland map. They just a quick update on the mods. The mods have now started to release again since yesterday, ever since Giant's server was down on Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. So all Thursday's mods came out on Friday, and the mods are now starting to be released again. Now everything's back up and running. So what we're going to do is we have downloaded some extra mods this morning when I was playing on my Westbridge Hills, before I had to pop out and just do some stuff with the kids. As you can see, we have some latest. We have some trucks, trailers. I downloaded the XXL big bags. I wanted to try the new Avertius 1500, so downloaded that as well. And I also downloaded the Halloween pack. Now with the Halloween pack, I was kind of expecting it, but I actually went to go and put some stuff, some of these on my Westbridge Hills farm, and I'm not quite sure what to think of it, really, to be honest. So good feature, but they are 3 slots each, which I think for me it's just too high. I've got a lot of slots used up on Westbridge Hills, and I just don't justify spending 3 slots per pumpkin head, or 3 slots on the coffin, or 3 slots on the ghost. It is just too much for what it is. In all fairness, it should be 1 slot per piece, not 3. It's just too much. We also downloaded the TC 930, the Kroon Windrower, and we also downloaded the Horse Silo. May not use these, but it's something that I've never used before, so I may just give it a quick blast to see what it's like, see if it actually works with my my Holland themed farm. Right, so we will head over to the map now. We are now currently at £342,000, start from scratch, and we're on 40 hours. So we did, while I'm loading this, I'll just quickly just walk through what we did last time on the last stream. Accept the mods, and then now we're loading. So we had a good stream last time on episode 5. So yes, if you haven't been watching any of these, if you just head over to my my YouTube channel, Nitro, just search Nitro Ace 09, and then you can find my farmer videos on there. I've got a few other videos on there because I'm working on my car, my project car currently. So yes, the last stream, where did we get to? We did 2 contracts. We did field 28 and field 15. So we did silage bales on 28, and we did hay bales on field 15. We did make a nice generous profit of £68,416 between them 2 fields. We were going to plan on doing something different this time. We were going to do a bit of ploughing. We were going to do a few bits and bobs with the farm. But I'm kind of now torn, because I did check this map this morning before I just carried on with a bit of Westbridge Hills. There is another baling contract to do. Like I said, the baling contracts on this map seem to be really highly priced, so we don't really want to waste that opportunity and not do them. So I do apologise, but I think we actually are going to crack on and get that other baling contract done, just because the money's there. So we will head over there now. I did have my Deutsch tractor prepped and ready to go for ploughing. But like I said, when I checked this map this morning, we've had another baling contract come in, which is obviously not an ideal situation. But I got a funny feeling that when we left off from episode 5, I think I already accepted the ploughing contract. Yeah, I did. because it's here already. To get it done quicker, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of these just get rid of this help menu a minute, as I know what I'm doing. Contract we are doing is field 42, and it's ploughing. See what I mean? I got field 47 to do, and then we might just jump over and 19. Is how long potatoes take. So field 19 is down there. It's a long field, but it's a narrow field. It might just be enough. Oh, we'll have a look into it anyway. What I'm going to do is just quickly hook up the weight on the front of this. Never really been a big fan of these style of ploughs that we have here now at the shop. It's just purely because it just doesn't. I know it's a very popular plough with all the real life farmers out there, but for me, it's just not wide enough. So we're going to head back over to 42, and 42 is up there. So put the beacons on. The proper downside with this now is where it sticks out further the tractor. I don't want to be taking the traffic out. Just going to move it to the other side so it's not in the way. So, we're going to start the stream off with something different. We're going to get this ploughing done. I am going to send my Deutsch over there to get it done a little bit quicker. But as we have... I don't understand why I borrowed the items. I don't get it. I thought I did it without borrowing the items. Obviously not. My fault. We are still in the point of where we are still looking to purchase field 45. It's a decent sized field. I think we should be able to get quite a bit out of that. I think what I might do is field 45, I might just plant soybeans on that field. I'm going to go back and then look into the prices once we've set this off. A Deutsch obviously needs fuel, so at the end of the last stream I moved it over to a fuel station to just get that prepped ready for today. So just fill him up. Probably it's going to cost us about £500 to fill it up, I would have thought. Definitely going to be nice to do something different for a change, but we are going to be going straight back into. Should I do a harvesting after this? Yeah, let's head over to the harvesting, because the harvesting is a £20,000 contract, so obviously that's going to help us out a great deal. In fact, actually, I'm going to cut across the field. Yeah. Like I said, with this style of plough, let's just jump into the ploughs. I can't remember what it was called. The 2500 iPlough, 2.5 meters wide. It's just not wide enough. The one we are using at the moment is the Subsolar 6 meter. With this plough, Like I said, it's not wide enough, as you can quite clearly tell, and with the using the worker with this plough, it doesn't always go to the very edge of the fields like some other equipment don't, but it does leave an untidy line around the outside of the fields. So we will go around the edges just to finish that off. If the contract happens to finish before, sometimes it does, the contract will end before the actual field's properly finished, because we're only going to be doing up to a certain percentage of the field. We may not even need to do that and waste fuel or anything like that. So while let's go head over to my Deutsch. So my Deutsch is here, ready to get some fuel. So let's fill it up. Just make a note of it, how much it costs to fill it up. Well, it's definitely going to be more than £500, I thought. Oh, 429, that's not bad. So £429 for fuel. This will need a servicing soon. It's still got a lot there to be fine with. It's only the tractor that needs servicing. The equipment that we're using doesn't, because it's only been used for our Field 29. So we got a Deutsch Fitz as a tractor. We have our green and yellow 6-metre subsoiler. Just because with this, it does go to the edge of the field and it makes a hell of a lot tidier job than most of the ploughs that are out there at the moment. And it's a lot easier to transport because it folds up and goes quite nicely on the back. We have our 2400 weight on the front. That might be a bit excessive for the equipment that we're carrying on the back, but I bought it so when we start doing bigger trailers and stuff along those lines, we don't have to really buy it again. So once we set this one off, we will just quickly go into the finances, the price table, and just check what what current crop are at. So we've done quite a lot on this field. We've actually done quite a lot of contracts since we've started this map. I'll turn my indicator off so I don't confuse the traffic. So we will be definitely buying I'll be purchasing some new fields over the next few streams once we've got the money. So having Field 45 is going to help us. Our Field 45 is obviously going to help us out quite a lot. We're getting some extra income in. We've got cotton growing down on Field 29, so we know that we've got to lease a cotton harvester because we don't exactly have the funds to actually buy one of our own. And then we will probably have to lease a harvester once we've bought Field 45 and that's finished growing. So we're looking at somewhere in the region of maybe £80,000 in lease it's not going to be that much, is it? It's probably maybe maybe £40,000 in lease costs. So we have to make sure that our cotton bales are going to be making us enough money to be able to do this. So we missed a complete line there, look. Why is the traffic beeping? I don't get it. So obviously now we're going to be using two different plows on this field. You'll probably be able to see now the difference in performance and speed. You can definitely see the width difference. So we're doing around 9 to 10 miles an hour on this one. And we're doing 7 miles an hour on the Fate. Again, look, he's just left that line right down the middle of the field. Well, not so much in the middle of the field, but right on the edge. Just doesn't work as well. The iPlow and things like that, they're more better off for smaller fields. But having saying that, if you have downloaded the 6-meter subsoiler or the 8-meter Culti-Plow or anything like that, it's better off using them just because you'll be able to get the job done a lot quicker. You'll be saving fuel, you'll be making the money quicker from contracts and stuff like that. So while, if we just head back into our, what are you doing? So I mean, can't leave. So Brian, the worker Brian is in this truck, and I haven't kind of thought of a name. Pot today. Yeah, not quite sure. Sorry about that. Not quite sure what was going on with my with worker Brian. So we have got another male worker, so we're going to call him Stanley. So Stanley and Brian are now working away on field 42 to get this plough contract done. We are now just going to quickly head into, where was I supposed to be looking at? No, we don't want them. So we're only going to be getting just under £5,000 for this contract, which is not really a lot for the size of the field. If this was Goldcrest Valley, or like I said, my Westbridge Hills, or or possibly another map, this field for ploughing would probably be £9,000-10,000 contract. It's still getting to me at the moment that you can't do more than one contract at a time. See, your family already has an active contract. Right, so let's just head over to. Oh, right, we have a message from Jesus Loves You. Welcome to the stream, bro. I hope you are well. Let me know what you're up to. So the finances are, we are £125,000 on day 4. Like I said, field 45 is just over £154,000 to buy. But we don't want to buy it yet because we don't want to put ourselves 25 grand into the red. Price wise for the crop, we want to be planting the best price crop we can get at the moment.
Stop now, okay? Because she's going to go behind the TV and then you'll lose it for good.
So soybeans are at £1,643 per 1,000 litres. Actually, no, they're 1,813,000 litres.
That'll cool down in a minute. Ready? Look. It's gonna fall. Ready?
So I think once we bought field 45, we are definitely going to go with soybeans because they seem to be the highest price at the moment, even though canola is going up at Dutchfield and is currently at 1,359. I think soybeans is the best way to go. I think. Well, another message from Jesus Loves You. He says, "What you're planting? I'm not planting anything at the moment. We are just doing a ploughing contract on 42, field 42. But we do own field 29, which we are growing cotton on. But that's still in its third stage of growth, so it's still in the green at the moment. So we can actually go over and check that.
Your Muzzy's here and your dummy's here.
So 29, we got cotton on. That to me, is it going to change? I thought it was darker than that. So it could actually possibly be second stage of growing. And then up here we want this one here, field 45, which has got grass on at the moment. Because field 45, when we did silage bales on it, we actually made £31,911 on hay bales. So we don't exactly know what the price will be for silage on that field, but we're definitely going to go find out. But we are 154,000, so we are definitely £25,000 away from being able to get it. Because, like I said, once we bought the field, we don't want to leave ourselves in the red. We want to be leaving ourselves with some decent money, because we've only got 5.5 hours left of daylight, and obviously Farmer Giles goes to bed at 10 o'clock. So today we may possibly end up with a new field, but not much profit for the day. So then obviously when we do go into day 5, we won't be starting in the red or anything like that. We'll be literally in the money. I just kind of want my cotton field to hurry up, because obviously that's about between 90 and £100,000 worth of cotton growing on that field at the moment. Jesus says, "Nice man." Thanks, Jesus. I'm glad you're on board. I'm glad you're commenting. Thanks very much for watching. So if you do happen to join in like Jesus has, if you're interested in what I'm doing and liking what I'm doing, I'm more of a technical farmer, and getting all these profits in, and paying attention to how I want my farm to grow, and grow quite quickly. I'm not like most streamers that like to use these over-exaggerated mods that can do a complete whole entire massive field in one big massive go with a 100 billion foot long front header. It's funny to see, but it's just not worth it. So we should have this field done within no time, having 2 ploughs on this field, and like I said, you can definitely find out which plough is better. And then in my eyes, it's definitely going to be the one that I own, the 6 metre subsoiler. So then we get £5,000, just under £5,000 out of this contract, and then we can head over and have a look at doing some potato harvesting. looking at that, in all fairness, looking at that, let's have a look at that contract. So potatoes, field 19, and take to the farm firm. Use your own equipment and stuff like that. So it's going to cost us £1,000. So we're going to get around about £19,000 for this contract. I know with the baling you'll get the 13,000. Well, you probably get 12,000. Yeah, just over £12,000 for that contract. But then you'll have the extra harvest income from the extra hay bales. I think hay bales at Robert Atkin is at quite a high price at the moment. So I think out of that field, the potential another 13,000 on top of that, so it'd be about 26 grand. But this stream, I just want to do a couple of things different. The baling's going to be there for a while, so just as we've done the last 4 episodes on baling, we can do this episode on a ploughing and harvesting contract. I'm very tempted to actually buy a decent trailer. What we're leasing at the moment, I can't remember what we're leasing. I've got a few things. Let's see, 27,000. $35.
Mummy, come Rose.
You're going to turn into a seat in a minute, aren't you?
I want Rose.
I don't know. 55, 24.
I want Rose.
52, 35.
Mommy.
Very tempted to actually go back to get the Valsali trailers. So that's 21. That's 21. 29. That's 21,000. That's 27,000. So you can have this trailer and it's £6,000 less. And we can have it the same colour as the Deutsch.
Yes, Alfie, just go away, because you're really doing my head in. Mum, me and Daddy call you, you just completely ignore us. And you knew full well what we were calling you. You tap that controller on your thingy in a stress one more time, and you'll be off for the rest of the weekend. Do you
And
understand?
it's still cheaper.
Yes, Alfie, now bugger off.
So just 24. So that's 25,900 for that, and it's still cheaper than the other one. Yeah, I'm actually going to buy it because it's going to be handy for what we want for when we do our potatoes later on. And this worker decided he wants to give it. This is the issues you have with this plough. Yeah, Stanley, do your job properly. See that you can see how much the this plough has taken, and it's caused nothing but issues. And then you see how much my Deutsch Fitz has done. But unfortunately, I don't know why. I just don't get why he's missed the outer edge of the field. But he's still done all that so far. What percentage of the contract are we at the moment? 76. So we're actually really doing this contract reasonably quick at the moment. So we're doing field 42. We need a bigger pad for running out of spaces. We're going to do field 42 and then head over to field 19. So today we're not exactly going to be looking at a massive profit, because obviously we're doing two completely different contracts to what we've been doing over the last couple of days. So again, we are doing this just to give you a bit of different viewing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and I'm going to sack Stanley because his setup is just not worth it. In fact, actually, because the Deutsch is not going to take very long. There's probably 2 trips left on this little bit now, and then we can go around the edges and finish them off. What I'm definitely going to bin this setup into field 41. So Stanley, thank you very much for helping out on the field today, but you are now fired. You are sacked. Oh, I didn't even see the river there. So now we're just going to finish this off this field and be Deutsch. It just makes me wonder if it's just because is it because of the plough? Well, you can definitely see who the clear winner is with the 6 meter subsoiler. And we have our 400 brake horsepower Deutz Feds. So while we are down this side, we'll just quickly do this end of the field.
Behind the goal.
What are you doing? We're getting a lot of wheel spin on the left hand side rear wheel. We're losing a lot of grip on that at the moment. Well, so we still got all this here and all that edge over there to finish on this contract, and the contract is now complete, so we don't need to carry on anymore. So we got 4,661 for that contract. 4,661. Now we can head over to let's go and do our potatoes. So we just jump into the potato harvester. See, there's no space in here to maneuver whatsoever. Look. We've got the traffic coming up for a minute, so we kind of slightly hog the road. We do have our beacons on. Beep beep. As you can clearly see, this field hasn't been weeded. Sorry if I'm blocking any traffic. So we'll set the worker off on that. Jump back over to our ditch. A nicely ploughed field 42. So all we are trying to do at the moment is we're trying to get all the contracts to the same level. Obviously the baling contracts will either stay baling contracts, or they will literally be, they will change later on down the line. But we want to get all our contracts to the same stage, so we want to get them all to the ploughing stage, we want to get them then all to the cultivating stage, and we want to get them all to the same fertilising stage and everything like that. So then we can then concentrate on saying, okay, well, we get one lot of price for ploughing all the fields, and one lot of price of cultivating the fields, and one price of fertilising the fields, rather than having the scattered style of contracts all the time. So far we've managed to buy our own trailer, so we don't have to worry about the leasing costs on that. And that was that's 25,900. Just want to keep the price on my equipment costs. I don't understand why Helper C has. Let's just pull over a minute. I think this contract is going to be very difficult. Obviously, with such a big vehicle and then having these rovers that run alongside it. So there's our field 29 with cotton growing on it. I know it's got weeds on it. We'll sort that out later on. So what we'll do is this stream is going to be as quick as possible. So once we've done the harvesting on field 19, I will call it the end there, because as being Halloween, we've got a few members of the family coming around today, just to have a little play around with the kids and do a few Halloween stuff. So let's go and head over and grab our new trailer. So we've got it as the same colour as our Deutsch. Which we will change. The only reason why the Deutsch just changed to this colour, because I originally had it black, was purely because we had to do an update on it, so it put it back to its original colours. But I do like the green. Completely missed our entrance into our field, so we'll have to get through here. I didn't even go very far down the field, right? So I think what we're going to do is we are going to fill this trailer to full capacity, as it's only, oh, I forgot what it was now. 31,000 litres. Because my plan of action was to... The way we were doing the harvesting before was to fill the trailer twice, then go and unload it. Then to get the contract finished quicker, to then to be able to get our extra harvest income quicker. I'm now starting to think this field's going to take a while to do. It's a bit of a shame really that the potato harvester doesn't have a bigger capacity for storage. So we have to take this to the agriculture. So we'll have a quick ganders on the price that the agriculture is doing at the moment for potatoes. Well, price is going down. And I would imagine that's going to go down quite a lot. So we got Dutchfield is 260 but going up. Farm Firm is at 348 but that's going down. And we don't really have anywhere to store our potatoes and see how the prices level out by the time this field's actually, by the time the actual contract's finished. Might just have to keep them in a trailer, because if we're going to be going back into doing some baling after this field, then we're not going to really need this trailer for a bit. So we do have some time to find out if the prices are going to pan out a little bit. So we've got 265, 261, 348. I would have said that the field's probably going to balance out and possibly get high demand for potatoes around about £300 per 1,000 litres. If we can get the Dutch field to 300 before we sell, so to say, then I think that's a decent price, because obviously I couldn't tell you how much a Farm Firm was worth. So 348, I don't know how far that's come down. So we spent £1,397 on wages. I know it's not the best idea to be driving over a crop that hasn't been harvested yet. Run alongside it at the moment until we get to the edge of the field. As soon as it hits 25,000, then we go. Good. First lot of potatoes taken to the agriculture. Already approaching the hour stream already. Let's speed that up for a little bit, I think. So we haven't really got any traffic in the way. So I am just still waiting for that one contract to give me a field right by where it's supposed to be sold to, rather than having all the fields at the very bottom of the map and then you have to travel all the way to the top of the map. But that's the game physics for you. So it's only 10%. Oh god. Not nearly took the canopy out. Try and go around a roundabout without getting the trailer up on it. I think now we've done 2 unloads into this trailer. I think we're going to wait now and get the trailer completely full, then go and take it. On my way. Flash, flash. Beep, beep. I do apologise, fellow watchers, but I don't really have time at the moment to travel at 18 miles an hour. We started off this map really well, being really courteous to other road users and sticking to speed limits and things like that. But no, I've been trashed so far 3 times by traffic. No fault of my own. It's just down to them just cutting corners when they're turning. Nearly killed someone who, if they were actually sat on the bench, due to an unfortunate accident with a traffic car. And then my front wheel ended up on top of the bench. So I think it's now time to slightly take the law into my own hands. Unbelievable. So it definitely looks like we're going to have a lot of this field to do on our own. Right, guys, so just see if we can try and get this done before 5 o'clock, before the family start turning up. Right, so the trailer's nearly full, so I'm just going to take this. We're going to take this over there now. Get rid of this. I was hoping to get this done before the end of the stream, but unfortunately, as family are coming over for Halloween a lot earlier than I was expecting, it may possibly we'll have to end the stream halfway through doing this through this contract, and then what we do is if we can jump on sometime tomorrow or something like that just to finish it off. Only downside to having this trailer is there's no cover, so I can't protect any potatoes potentially falling out, and I don't really want them going through the windscreen of a car that's travelling behind me. Otherwise that's just going to be an insurance claim, an insurance payout, and say, oh, you've hurt my neck by a potato, and then end up them going to one of them stupid no win no fee companies. Definitely a pain in the bum when you do the bottom fields on this map with the travelling distance to go to all the sale points at the top of the map. Cost me an absolute fortune in fuel. Just slide you on the front end then. Right, so there's a second unload of the day. Field 19. There's a lot more in this one. This will probably be only 22% of the field transported, I would have thought. That's my guess, that's my prediction. And it says 23, so I was close. I said 22. So the potato harvester is obviously going to fill a lot quicker than we can get back. Some overtaking is going to have to be done here. Why are you see, traffic. Oh no, quick. Give him a chicken with a cement mixer. I've lost. Just open up the back window a little bit, get some fresh air in it. Close the door. Just open a summary for a little bit. There's also potatoes hit me on the head by falling off the trailer. Back into the finance table. See all the potatoes right now. 272, 345, 264. So we're at £96,000. Look at that extra harvest income on Tuesday. £101,000. I don't think we're going to hit our £50,000 target that we wanted to do. Thinking of fairness, I think out of this contract, once we start selling as extra harvest income, probably only going to get maybe £13,000-14,000 payout from this. That's, I think that's the highest level I think we're going to get out of this field. So being at nearly £300 per 1,000 litres is not going to be that much higher than from it. I think we're going to end up roughly just over half a trailer's worth of extra harvest income. So 19,000 litres. What's 19,000 litres? 19 times 300. No, I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that. I think we're going to get... Let's put this up properly. 19,000 litres divided by 1,000 times that by 300. No, we're only going to get... I don't even think we're going to get 10,000. So this is only going to be roughly around about a £30,000 contract. So 19,000 from the contract, and say 19,000. 19,000, say 7,000. Still not. I don't. I think we're only going to get about £24,000 from everything. £20,000 for the contract and £4,000 for the crop. I'm hoping that baling's going to be different. I'm hoping the prices for the baling is going to be different. I'm hoping the fertilising and the harvesting is going to be better. Because I just don't want to be doing baling all the time. And if that's the case, then it's just going to be so annoying for me, so annoying for you guys to watch. That it's just the same thing over and over and over and over again. I think I might make 200 bales of 200 silage bales, store them, and wait for the right price. So then we don't have to worry about too much about doing baling contracts for a while, because we only make maybe 150, 170 bales over two contracts, 2 bale contracts, which then that gives us, was giving us 60. That was giving us around about £100,000. About £100,000 for 2 contracts. That's just in bale sales. I think the bale sales were quite good. Field 57 was 47,000. Field 28 was 35,000. Field 63 was 37,000. Field 82 was 66,000. That was a good field, actually. I enjoyed doing that. 96 bales, £15,000 for the contract, £66,000 for extra bale income. So that was the best field we've done so far. We got paid, including the contract, £81,522 for that field. And I know field 45 can produce 77 bales. So we really need, between 45 and 63, the field prices were a lot different. So field 45 is the field that we definitely want. I may just consider just keeping field 45 as a bale field. We could use 82 as a bale field, but that's an expensive field, that is. Let me get this to 100% before I go. There we go. Let's head this over and get this sold. So this is going to put us to around about 35% of the field done. I don't think that weight's doing very much. And look how much it steers me off that. I swear it's a 2400 weight as well.
Right, Riley, you can should we get or should we put it away?
So I hope you guys out there are doing something nice for Halloween today. Hope you're all getting dressed up and stuff like that. I know that here in the UK it's a bit of a pain because in our area not very many people have dressed up the houses like they normally do because obviously this pandemic that's going on. Oh, I've come to the wrong grain. Do apologise for that. He sold it to the wrong place.
We don't think they're going to dress that day.
So 35% transported, I would say. Oh, 36, 1% away again. Oh, no, I've done it. I've hit the canopy. I keep forgetting it takes so bloody long to come down.
Right, are you putting the stuff on or not? We're not going out anywhere. I do need to pee, yes.
So we've still got another good 6, maybe 7 trips back and forth from this field. It's times like this, like you wish you could kind of had people online joining you, like my missus used to do, but then she's completely gone off the game. Could have let me past. That was close. wear and tear on the bottom of my brand new trailer. What I'm going to do is that trailer that we've got on, I might just fill this trailer up and leave this one on the field and start using the big one that's over at the farm shop. So I've decided to actually go and grab this and bring this over. Wasn't going to use these, but I've decided to change my mind. One day I will get around to using the fence properly on the farm. So the Westbridge Hills was a John Deere farm. This field will probably be a mixture, or maybe just a Deutsch farm. Next farm I do will probably might be a Massey farm, and try and keep all the equipment exactly the same if possible, which is obviously just different variants. I'm not sure if this trailer gets full, if the not having any weight on here is going to affect the steering. Still got. I'm going to check the steering on this. Can't see any issues with my steering rack. Nothing's broke or anything like that. It's just dirty. The hub seems to be alright. No loose wheel nuts. I just don't understand if is it this weight that's affecting it, or is it just not enough weight on the front? I don't know. Maybe Deutsch could do with a bit of a wash off. What I'm going to do is just fill this trailer right to the top, and then leave the trailer in the field, and then I'll go and use the agro liner then to fill that up as well. starting to think whether I actually need the fuel tank on the back of this. Just have the fuel tank trailer. Like I say, I will be back in a minute. I will continue on playing. I'm just going to put my my microphone on mute at the moment because the missus has decided all the time that she wants to hoover the floor while I'm on the stream, as I don't have a separate room to do this game in. So I will mute the mic so you don't end up hearing the hoover in the background, and I will come back on once she's finished. Right, keep watching, guys, and I'll speak to you. I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, thank you very much for your patience for that. The hoovering is now complete. I think we are going to end up having to do this contract in 2 stages. Family will be here soon for the Halloween gathering. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get this trailer full and get the aggro liner full. Just that trailer there on the left hand side with the triple axle. Not quite sure how this farm's going to react to a truck and trailer, so I may just keep this tractor and small trailer based, because we don't really want to be buying equipment and then having to sell it straight after. This is a type of farm that you need to really think about what type of equipment you're going to be using, because obviously you don't want to be paying the full price from the farm shop, and then obviously when you go back and then lose out on thousands of pounds of return on it. We did in theory make that first mistake at the very beginning of this map when I was streaming all this on Twitch, and we did end up losing £20,000 on our John Deere 6 Series. It was just underpowered. It was an impulse buy. I don't want to lie. It was a buy that I wanted to do, but I didn't think too much about it, and it did cost me heavy. So we won't be making that mistake again in a hurry. So I would say we probably about another 10 minutes. We'll probably get another couple of maybe another unload from the harvester, and we will finish the stream there. Probably I will give it another 8 minutes, and we will cancel the scene. So we go to a 2-hour stream, and then we will continue. Hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow. So at this point we have done 36% of the field transported, and I think it looks like we're over half of the field, halfway across the main part of the field, but we do have to and all this, because as is a big part of the machinery, and then we got this stream going around the outside. The harvester will only go so far, but that's not a problem. We can do that by hand, and obviously the worker missed all that edge of that row over there, so that's not an issue. But just as long as the worker can get most of it done for us. Then we should be right. It's going to be quite difficult with this piece of machinery, this potato harvester, to get right into the corners and everything like that. It's just we need to get as most of it off the field to maximise our extra harvest income profits. So 6 minutes left of the stream. So yes, every stream, if you'd like to head over to my Facebook page at Farming Simulator 19 PCs, consoles and mobile FS20. You get to see regular updates, new mod releases. Obviously then you guys get to see the next time that I go live on YouTube. go onto the Facebook page. You know, post pictures of what you're doing on your farm and how much money you're making and how many hours you've done and everything like that. Because our members like to see all these kind of things. If you do videos of your farm and then you just post them randomly to Facebook, by all means, post them to my Facebook page. And also just check out my my episodes on YouTube. We did the first 5 episodes over on Twitch, but I decided to change over to YouTube because with the Twitch they delete your videos after so long, which is something that I don't really want to do. So another pass, and it's now cost us £1,093. So the wages at the moment are not too bad. I think extra harvesting income from that field will obviously give us back what we pay in wages. So if you do head over to my YouTube channel and you like, just leave me a like, leave me a comment, and I will expect some comments have come through. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're live. I'm technical other than just a kind of a muck around. If you do decide that you'd like to attempt this map, then at least then you kind of get the heads up. You get the heads up on what prices the fields are making, what extra harvest income prices you get, what could possibly be potential, and just inspiration for the farm. But yes, I'm trying to make this as profitable as possible. We're obviously thinking hard of what equipment we need, what trailers we need, what farm storage we need, what silos we're going to need. But yeah, we're going to be definitely spending a fair few hours on this map. So what we're going to do is we've got 3 minutes. See if this fills back up in the next 3 minutes, and we will end there. Not being as profitable today on this map. We've only made £4,661 on this map. We've probably lost that by now by the wage payment. So we've probably only made around about £1,000 a day, I would have thought. But once we've done this field, this is going to bring us in probably around about £24,000 in total. So obviously that'll go nice to our into the bank, because we are going to be looking at spending £154,000 on field 45. But we definitely need to get as much money in as possible. So 2 minutes to go, and we are at 60% full. So it does look like we're going to be able to quickly just get one last unload from the harvester. So I'll head down there and prepare myself ready to unload. And the sun is shining, so we've got no need to take our equipment back over to the farm. Just to keep them out of harm's way, we can actually leave these on the field tonight, because we still haven't bought any vehicle storage sheds yet. Haven't kind of decided which ones I want, or which ones are actually going to blend in with my white farm building. You want the farm to pretty much look like the main setting. So guys, I really do appreciate you jumping in and watching tonight. I really appreciate the comments. Big thank you to Jesus for leaving me a couple of comments, and I hope I've answered the questions you've been given. But yeah, definitely if you are preparing to follow me a little bit more, then I will be jumping on tomorrow, so I hope to see you tomorrow. And I hope you appreciate what I'm trying to do. Trying to use the same theory as I did on my Westbridge Hills. But my Westbridge Hills I have spent a fair few hours on. But thank you very much for jumping in, guys. I really appreciate it. I will see you again soon. Peace.